button to play the disc. Or, if you have a VideoNow XP, you can press B now to access the interactive features.
Welcome to Josh Peck's Lab Camp. Woo! Josh Peck's Lab Camp. Read the shirt? Got it? Good. Now, this isn't your average camp where, you do all that regular stuff like take nature walks or sing sappy songs in the campfire. Or, shoot bow and arrows. Forget it. Here at Josh Peck's Lab Camp, we take the most boring of boring, jokeless people in the world and turn them into the class clowns. Now all I need is some willing victims. I mean campers. All right, class clowns, are you ready to be funny? Hey, what's up, Goblin? Wait for me! Hey, where you go? Brandon, I'm gonna call you Bran, the Mannequin. It's a cool nickname, right? You're welcome. All right, Alana, Lab Camp, make me laugh. I declare it's on more. All right, go. We're here with my main man, the Thumbmore champion. For now, tell everybody your name. Sebastian, all good, the comedy king.
I have a joke.
All right.
What does a frog like to eat with his hamburger?
What?
French flies. So these three guys were trapped on top of a building that was on fire.
Trapped.
When suddenly a genie appeared.
A genie.
And so he said, jump off the building and say the name of something and I'll turn you into it so you can fly away. So the first guy jumped off and he said, eagle! And he turned into an eagle and flew away. Second guy jumped off and said, pigeon! And he turned into a pigeon and flew away. Now the third guy, he tripped off and went, oh, poop! And turned into a pile of you-know-what. Help me. Help me.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you the Queen of Comedy. How do you like that one? That's a good nickname, right?
No.
She loves it. She does. Here, comedy nuggies. Comedy nuggies.
Where do you find the dog with no legs?
Where?
Right where you left him.
I'm gonna call you the leader of the Funny Factory.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Sure.
Something you've always wanted to do, right?
Alright.
I knew it.
What did the croissant say to the cream donut?
What?
He was acting too full of himself.
It's good. It's funny. See, I gotta think of a funny nickname for you. What about Jordan, the Prince, Baron, and Earl of Funniness?
That's awesome, man.
Really? It just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Katie. It's got such a ring to it. KT, or K. T. Nice, right? Nakota. Shires. Raise the roof here. Raise the roof with me. What? Yeah. So, oh snap, brushing it off and whatnot. Yeah, that's what cool kids do. At least I hear that. We're here keeping it real with my main girl. Tell everybody your name.
Hi, I'm Aria.
Do you have any funny jokes or anything that you could tell us? Or maybe a funny face or something? That's comedy, ladies and gentlemen. You made Josh Peck laugh. That's quite an accomplishment. I'm going to continue talking about myself in the third person. Josh Peck thanks you. See you later. Whether you're telling jokes to your friends, your family, or your goofy neighbor with that lazy eye, here's a couple tips to make you that much funnier. Number one, know your stuff. Practice in front of a mirror until it's perfect. And then practice some more. There are a bunch of strategies to not be nervous when you're telling jokes in front of an audience, like envisioning the entire audience naked. I have a better idea. Just take deep, relaxing breaths. Now, the third most important thing is to make sure you speak loudly and clearly. No, knock, knock, who's is there? It must be knock, knock. Who's there? Go check. Now the fourth rule is, don't laugh at your own jokes. What are people gonna think when you go, hey, why does Santa have 3 gardens? So he can ho, ho, ho. Leave the laughter to the audience. Now the fifth rule is, make it big. Don't worry about what people think. Just be funny. If you gotta make a funny face like, or make a funny voice like, hello, how are you today? Well, I'm just doing fine, thank you. It doesn't matter. If people laugh, it works. Another really important rule is, let the audience laugh. Don't go into your next joke as soon as you just finish your last joke. People need time to laugh. They think you're really funny. I know I am. Now the last rule is, timing is everything. People are there to see you, so keep them in suspense. Don't give them the punchline right away. Take a couple pauses or stop in the middle. Sort of like the old joke, take my wife, please. Now, that's not that funny. But if you say, take my wife, please, there's a little bit more comedy. Wait for the people to be ready for it, and then hit them with the punchline. Alright, now the first thing we gotta learn about is physical comedy. What is physical comedy, you might ask? Well, it's all about not saying anything, but doing something funny. Making funny faces like... or if, like, you're laughing. Or if you just want to make a crazy face like... It all works, and the best part about it is, the bigger, the better. Now, the first thing that we gotta cover about physical comedy is the sight gag. Can't really explain a sight gag, just check it out, right? I'm sorry, please don't eat me. I'm okay. I'm alright. Okay. Now, a great sight gag is running into a wall or a tree. Now, here's a way to do it so you don't break your nose. Alright guys, now the way that you run into a tree without breaking your nose or hurting yourself is like this. You want to get a big running start because you want everyone to think that you're really going to throw yourself into the tree. Then, as soon as you get close to it, you kick it with your foot. So instead of your head hitting it, it just sounds like your head's hitting it, but your foot's making all the noise. Then you want to make sure you never even come close to the tree and brace yourself with your hands so that your body's totally protected. Then, right before, you throw your head back like you really hurt yourself, and then you can scream out something funny before you hit the ground, like, I don't know, Yahtzee, whatever. Let's do it up. All right. 3, 2, 1. Yahtzee. What's up, so guys? Your turn. Come on, pump it up. Let's see it. Come on, let's hit it. Let's hit it, baby. Let's do it up. Come on. I know you can do it. Come on. Pump it. Go for it. Come on. I know you can do it. Yeah. Going. Come on. Right there. Good gravy. That's my favorite beverage. How did you know? My student, we're proud. Come on. I like it. Hit me on the backside. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Somebody give me a water, please. Sparkling, filtered, preferably with a funny straw. Hey, thanks. What's up? We are here at the Mecca of comedy. A joke shop? I think not. The toilet. Yeah, that's right. Who knew toilet paper could be so funny? Something so smelly, yet so hilarious. Let's check out the ways that you can use toilet paper to make people crack up. Sebastian, let's see, buddy. Oh, good use of the classic toilet paper look. That's a 6.7. Aria, double the toilet paper, double the funny. Oh, Brandon, I don't know how that toilet paper got there, but I'm glad it's there, because I'm laughing. I'm scared, but I'm cracking up, because you're a mummy made out of toilet paper. 10.11. Taylor, what happened to your arm? Who cares, because I'm laughing. 17 for you, buddy, out of a 1 through 10. Coda, you look like a ninja with a bad little... I'm sorry, you're good. Give him a 3.0 for scaring me. Okay, guys, So the next thing we're going to cover is something called shtick. Now, shtick is sort of like a gimmick, something that always makes people laugh. Like when two guys are screaming at each other, kind of like, see? It's really easy, but it's really fun. I mean, it always makes people laugh. But one of my favorite shticks is anything that has to do with, let's just call it gaseous sounds, perhaps? Alright, guys, first I'm going to show you how they made fart sounds in the old days. Alright, whatever. Why not just go with the old standby? 1, 2, 3. That was a wet one. Very nice, guys. Very, very nice. First, you must take your hand and apply moisture in the best way possible. Tastes like peanut butter. Weird. Anyway, then you must place the hand under the shirt. And then... It's so beautiful. Something called a take. A take is sort of like an exaggerated response to something. Like you see somebody fall down and you would go, whoa! Or your dog's about to fall on the floor, sort of like a, no, Fluffy. Something sort of like that, or a double take, and you see something totally crazy, but you didn't see it for sure. Or my favorite, something called the spit take. Watch. Alright, guys. Now, a spit take is something that happens when you see something totally crazy or hear something that you can't believe, and you have a drink in your mouth, and you just spit it out everywhere. Now, I don't want to see any of this. Okay? It's a spit take. It's got to be crazy. So, you get your water ready. You imagine something totally crazy like, they're turning the White House into an amusement park? And that is the art of spit. Make sure you guys don't do this, because you wind up pretty wet. You don't do that. Your head down. Parents are clowns in the circus. Wow. Whoa. Holly, you be my girlfriend? No. I thought it was like a maybe. Whatever, it's cool. And do it up. Brandon, you better do good, buddy. You better do good, because I know that you can do this, all right? But if you don't do it, I'm going to be so mad at you. Good work. We're here just having fun, gonna kick it and talk about whatever you guys want to ask me. Ben, do you have a question?
How did you start your career?
I think I was like about 8 years old. Actually, I sort of started out just like you guys, just kind of telling jokes with my mom and hearing her tell her friends jokes, and then I would tell those jokes at school, sometimes get in trouble for telling jokes during class. And then one day I just decided that I would go up on stage and tell jokes and do something called stand-up comedy, where you go in front of a big audience like we're going to do today, and tell jokes to people and hope they laugh. And by doing that, I did a movie called Snow Day, where I was the guy that farted the whole time and ran around with my pants down. And then I did the Amanda Show, where I played girls and gangsters, and then that brought on Drake and Josh, so I got to play a girl again, Miss Nancy, so it's been a lot of fun.
What's it like working on the Drake and Josh show?
It's so much fun. We just have a great time together. A lot of times people come up to me and ask if Drake and I are real brothers. but we actually met on the Amanda show. And at first we really didn't like each other, kind of like on the show, because he's like, you know, more like surfer guy and rock star guy, and I'm sort of like more like hip hop music, and I was from the East Coast, so I'd never been to California, but we started hanging out and we just started having a great time on set. And you know, Drake and Josh is just so much fun. I've got to hang from roofs on the gutter looking for babies. We actually got really peed on by that baby, which was gross. Or, you know, getting totally messed up by Megan. She likes to play pranks on us in real life, too. Like, she'll tell us to come sit down, like, in the schoolroom, and we'll go sit down, and we'll look up, and, like, there'll be a big bucket of water over us, and boom, we'll just get soaked.
When you're acting, what did you didn't want to do when you were acting?
Stuff like when we had to fall in that big pool of chocolate. That chocolate was like water and hot chocolate mixed together. It was on set the whole day for like hours and hours, so it cooled off, and then it got so cold. It was really gross and cold, so I definitely didn't want to do that one. And most of the stuff that had to do with Megan when she like plays a trick on me, like when she put a shaving cream in my hand, that it kept going on my nose, and it was just gross. And then, when she poured that big balloon of like orange goo on my head, that stuff smelled terrible.
What was the most embarrassing thing you had to do as an actor?
I think it was when I was on the Amanda show. You know how one of the girls would flush our heads down the toilet? Oh, there was all this water on set, right? So I had to run into the bathroom, and I fell right on my butt. And it was so embarrassing, and everyone saw me. But we kept going on with the scene, and they ended up showing it on TV, so it actually worked out pretty well. Jordan.
So like, what's your favorite character or movie you've ever been in?
I like them all sort of for different reasons. Snow Day, I thought it was cool because it was my first movie, so I got to go to Canada to shoot it. I'd never been out of the country or anything like that. Unfortunately, I didn't know that because we were shooting in February that it was going to be so cold. It was like -5 degrees every day. The time when I had my pants down was kind of bad because it was cold. And Max Keeble was a lot of fun too because I got to wear the robe the whole time.
The robe was great, man.
And get in that huge food fight. We shot it for like 5 days and it smelled so bad in there. It was really gross.
Do you have any pets?
I do. I used to have a dog named Sushi who was born before I was. He was older than me. My mom got him, I think, 3 years before I was even born. And then she told me, like, when I was a baby, that he'd, like, jump onto the stroller and hang out with me, or he would come and, like, sleep in my crib with me and, like, protect me in case anybody wanted to come and wake me up or something. And then I had a fish named Beefy, who has sadly passed on.
What did your first bully ever say to you?
My first bully? They used to make fun of my clothes all the time. Because I never, like, I just wasn't in on style and everything. A lot of times I used to wear vests in my comedy act, like all these cool, well, I don't think they're too cool now, but I thought they were really cool back then, like big sequins ones with all these, like, flashy, like, stars on it and stuff like that. It was good, you know, you couldn't sort of take your eyes off of them, but now I probably wouldn't wear them anymore. Holly.
If you weren't an actor, what would you be?
Either a nuclear physicist or work at McDonald's. I could either, like, you know, create, you know, like a super scientific cure for all disease or make a really good hamburger.
Well, enough about me. Let's get back to the funny stuff.
Now, one of the best parts about comedy is something called slapstick. It's the most exaggerated, funniest, craziest part of comedy. If you can make a funny face or just go totally crazy, you can do slapstick. People like the Marx Brothers and Three Stooges, all experts at slapstick. Now, my favorite element of slapstick is something called the pie fight. 2 parts whipped cream, 1 part funny. Welcome to Josh Peck's Hot Dog Pies. See, pies are just plain funny. You don't have to have like a regular pie sitting at home. All you need is a can of whipped cream and a pie tin. Check it out. All right, first you add a little bit of whipped cream. Yeah, right. How about a lot of bit of whipped cream? Nice. And then you add a cherry. Come on, Cherry.
On your mark, get set, pie.
All right, you guys are all master pie throwers, and I am so proud of you. But you want to know what I'm even more proud of? Me. Because with all this pie around, I didn't get one piece of whipped cream on me. Yeah, that's right. Who's the man? I'm the man. Okay, now, you want to be funny, but you don't want to hurt yourself or anyone else. So, before you go running into trees, throwing pies at people, or any other joking around like you see here, it's important that you discuss it with your parents and make sure they're watching what you're doing. They can help you stay safe, and hopefully, you can make them laugh. Now we're going to cover props. Now, what is a prop? Well, it's anything you can find around your house or at school or wherever. You got to make it funny. Check it out. Ready? My chicken, I love you so much. I just want to kiss you. What is it, snake's eating you? Let me put on my special snake wrangler hat. Hold up, I'm coming. So cool.
It cost me like $100 and that's long. Can you believe that?
It's worth like $1 million because it's the coolest.
I know.
Come on. Sebastian, come on. Come on, buddy. It's working. It's working. This is a seltzer bottle, which is essential for any comedy fanatic. People like the Keystone Cops used to use seltzer bottles to chase each other. Now, most people don't exactly have a bunch of seltzer bottles just lying around their house. So, we've augmented our system to include super soakers. Say hello to my little friend. Right now is the big moment we've all been waiting for. Our stand-ups are going to come up on this stage and perform their material. Now, what is a stand-up? Well, it's a person who goes up on stage in front of a whole audience and tells them jokes. And their material, well, it could be a funny story or another kind of joke or even a funny face that they want to make. I'm excited. Are you excited? I knew it. Let's see it.
How do you keep a bear from charging?
I don't know.
Take away his credit card. What's black and white and red all over?
What?
A zebra with a sunburn.
Woo!
In those tomato soup cans, there's 2.5 servings. Where's the half come from? Why is the man named Zachary? Because his breath felt exactly like feet. Isn't it amazing? For the first 2 years of your life, your parents teach you how to walk and talk. And for the rest of your life, they tell you to sit down and be quiet. What's a T-Rex's favorite tool?
What?
A dinosaur. The tomato married a potato. Oh, oh, go potato. The tomato and the potato got 2 potatoes, go!
I don't get it.
What's better than a talking parrot? A spelling bee. Why are snowmen so popular?
I don't know.
Because they're cool.
Very nice.
So there's this guy. He's in an art museum, right? And he's walking around. He's really upset. He's with the tour guide and he's saying, stuff? You call this stuff art? And so he walks up to him hitting, he's like, what is this? This is a guy, one side of his face is happy, the other is sad, and the guide is like, actually, sir, that's a Picasso. And he goes to another one, he's like, what is this stuff? And the one's like, well, that's a Kandinsky. So he comes up to one and he's like, what is this? This guy has backwards eyes, he has an upside down nose, and look at that spindly neck and receding hairline. And then the woman's like, sir, that's a mirror.
What goes ha 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 pop? I don't know. Someone laughing their head off. Knock knock. Who's there? Joe.
Joe who?
Joe Mama.
You Hopkins were all so great. I think you should all give each other a big hand. Nice meeting you guys too. All right, on the count of three, I want you all to clap as hard as you can because you guys are the funniest bunch of kids I know. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Well, the sun is setting on another fun-filled day here at Lab Camp. Sadly, all good things must come to an end. I'm really gonna miss you guys. Bye. I'll see you later. I miss you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm really gonna miss you guys. Bye. Don't leave. I have abandonment issues. I see. You broke my heart. It's broken. It's cool.
Now you can go to VideoNow.com and check out the latest and greatest shows for VideoNow. The rest of this disc is for VideoNow XP players only. Press stop now. Josh Peck Lab Camp Trivia.
What was the name of Josh Peck's first movie? At what age did Josh Peck start his comedy career?
What is it called when you don't say anything funny, but you do something funny instead? Josh Peck recommends practicing your comedy in front of what?
That's right.
Try again next time.
Score.
0 out of 4.
1 out of 4.
2 out of 4.
3 out of 4.